Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be at a live thrifting convention. We're going to be talking to vendors, asking them questions about thrifting. Let's go ahead and check it out.
HORAIOS. I do thrifty personal shopping for women that want some personal shopping but have a budget, that also just like thrift and consignment but maybe don't want to pick through it themselves. I also do closet consolidation. So I'm local in Charlotte, and you can follow me at _HORAIOS, HORAIOS.
This one.
Both of these are larges, and they're gonna fit a little smaller too.
You want to hold it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. How much you want for this one? It's like tough. 240? Alright. I'm gonna do this one.
Clothing line based around Charlotte. Basically, James Jack in 1775, he was tasked with delivering the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence to Philadelphia. And that was a big deal because we were the first ones to do it, and it's actually before the United States Declaration of Independence occurred. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, he had to ride from Charlotte to Philadelphia while avoiding the British Army completely. And that's why James Jack is such a prominent figure in Charlotte, North Carolina. There's actually a statue of him uptown, and that's why I'm basing my clothing brand around James Jack. Now, when General Cornwallis came, he worked for the British Army. When he came to Charlotte, he was told to overtake Charlotte and cut down the rebellion. He went to Charleston, South Carolina. He went to Savannah. He was able to cease all the rebellion down there. But when he comes to Charlotte, he writes back to the Queen and he says, it's a hornet's nest of a rebellion. He couldn't take it over. We fought back, didn't work. So when he said it's a hornet's nest of rebellion, that's actually where we get the name the Hornets from. Yeah. Fun story, and that's why I'm basing my brand after him. Got him on here, so yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Bailey_vintage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bailey_vintage.
Bailey_.
Make sure you guys go follow him.
Absolutely.
I'm with
Bailey Vintage.
And Thrifty Girl, aka Kayla.
The first question I want to ask is what got you guys into thrifting?
I feel like for me, I lost my job and thrifting was a hobby, so I turned it into profit. And after that, I mean, just seeing stuff like this, I mean, so much wear and tear on it, but it looks aggressive, you know, it's something that you want to wear. So I think just that aspect just really draws you in, and then you see how much, you pay, a little bit for it, and then you can make a big profit off of it. So I think it's really cool.
I would say I was really a big fan of the OG Panthers and Hornets stuff, and as I figured out where to get it, I realized, wow, there's a whole industry of vintage going on. And then I think the sustainability part on top of it is just a huge plus that you're reusing old clothes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What is one of the craziest items that you guys have ever found?
I feel like for me, it was a 1999 Rolling Stones shirt. It's a pretty rare find, and I spent $2 on it, and I think I flipped it for like $80. So
That's the best.
I'd have to go with this one. I've had people come in here asking if they could buy it. Like, it's just Panthers, gotta love the Panthers, and then
03?
What's that?
93 to
93?
93, that's the year they were founded. No, maybe 94. But yeah, it's just, you can't beat the wear on it either. This was someone's favorite shirt, and now it's my favorite shirt. So.
That's dope. What's one item that you guys are on the hunt for but you haven't found yet?
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Do you know? Oh, I know. I want the box of parts Nirvana tee, for sure.
I'd say for me, it's anything really. I don't know if it's vintage, if it's faded, I'm like, give it to me. So yeah.
Do you guys ever travel often to thrift? Like, do you guys leave the state? Do you guys stay around, or?
I stick here, so I hit up pretty much all the thrift stores in Charlotte. The furthest I've gone is probably Asheville for me. Yeah.
I've been in Shelby. It wasn't just to go thrifting, but that's probably the farthest out I've gone. Shelby, which is like maybe an hour out. So.
Last but not least, what are some of your tips and tricks for new and up and coming thrifters?
Tips and tricks, I would say stick local to thrift stores. Wednesdays are half-off days at Salvation Army. Value Village has half-off days every, I think it's the first Wednesday of the month. So definitely hit it up on Wednesdays, or you can hit it up on Tuesdays, and that's when they're stocking for Wednesdays. So.
Yeah, I would say know the releases when the Goodwills are coming out with their new stuff and putting it to the floor, and then also know your niche, because that'll help you.
You have to have an eye for it.
Yeah, that'll really help you develop your customer base, as well as helping you find the perfect t-shirt.
And what is your Instagram handle?
It's Thrift Ya Girl, so it's thrift_ya_girl.
Your Instagram?
I am Bailey, BAILEY_vintage.
Yeah. You make these yourself?
Yeah.
Nice. How long have you been doing it for?
10 years.
This is your Instagram?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's mostly pictures of my cat and professional wrestlers' butts. But I try to remember to put my own work up there every now and then.
Is this like comics?
Yeah. I do comics about a bunch of different things. Those are all like weird life problems I've had since coming out as non-binary.
You're so talented.
Thank you.
Yeah, these are dope. Hold on, get a job. Make his issues funny looking art. I'm going to make it through this year if it kills me. Is this like
Yeah, I
like a
had to make a
cover?
print of that cross stitch because I can't make them fast enough.
Gotcha.
And yeah, Mountain Goat's quotes, so good.
Nice. Let me see. Make sure to follow her. Meg has issues. So, is this like a coaster?
Those are just like little wall hangings. I like to pin them to my like bulletin board at home.
How much is this one?
$5.
Nice. You have change?
Yeah.
Is it Megan? Or Meg?
Weird thing, it's my initials.
Oh, okay.
So my initials are Meg because there are way too many people with my birth name.
Gotcha. How much are these bracelets?
Bracelets $5.
Yeah, we're gonna get 2 of these. Oh, well, this one and the bracelets.
Cool. Here's a bag for you, and that will be 10 even. I'm not very good at promoting myself. I just do a lot of weird shit online. That's what
Meg
I'm
has
into.
issues on Instagram. Get on it.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you got a shameless plug.
Thank you guys. I really
got it.
appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name's Anna Kate. I'm with AKWEARSTHINGS. I'm a blog that focuses on breaking the habit of fast fashion and encouraging people to shop their closets or thrift shop instead of going to the mall. So, yeah.
Alright. So how long have you been thrifting for?
I've been thrifting since I was 9 years old. We actually didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I grew up riding horses and didn't have the money to like buy the boots that I wanted to get. So I found them at Goodwill one time. I was literally 9 years old, and ever since then it's been like, can't buy things, gotta thrift it.
Nice. What is one item that you have not encountered but you really want to get?
For me, Harley Davidson tees. My friends over there at Shop Bailey or Bailey Vintage, that's where this is from, and I've got a couple other. I don't know why I can't find them, but it's like Harley tees from the 90s. They're like crucial.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
What are some tips and tricks for new and up and coming thrifters? So,
Yeah.
You know, what are some tips and tricks that you
Definitely.
do?
I personally tell everybody to make sure you have a thrift list. So what that can be is just a running list of stuff that you'd like to find, but try and make it right before you go to the store. So like, for example, if you keep a Pinterest board, try and go on there and pull like 5 items that you see continually repeated through those outfits that you like. So like maybe, for example, like a Harley Davidson shirt. So maybe you're pinning it over and over again see it wearing with skirts or shorts or whatever. So you're gonna know that's a thing I want. Like put that on a list and then don't let yourself look at other stuff. Another thing I like about Charlotte and Goodwill in particular is they all color coordinate. So when you do your thrift list, if you can also do like a color palette and know like, oh, I don't even look good in pink, so I'm not even gonna look at the rack of pink clothes, that like cuts down on how overwhelming it can be when you're looking at clothing.
And is this your first ever pop-up shop?
This is my second.
Okay.
Yep.
How often do they actually happen around this area?
Thrifting in particular is brand new for Charlotte, but there's one about once a month for like vintage clothes. But we're all really excited about sustainability, so I see more thrifting kind of pop-ups happening more. Yay! So yeah, follow me on Instagram. My name is AK. We're AKWEARSTHINGS. I focus on breaking the habit of fast fashion and encouraging people to thrift shop or shop your closets instead of going to the mall. So thank you. Tell me about what you're filming.
It's just some smaller hauls because I haven't had really good luck, and this is our first ever pop-up shop.
Nice.
So now we're just encountering every thrifter. And
Heck yeah.
getting everybody on
You're
camera.
giving me chills. I'm just so excited that people care now, y'all.
Yeah.
Like I've been in this world forever, just a weirdo. But like it's been up until I feel like this past year that people made it cool when people go out and do it themselves and then make their own channels and their own Instagrams and their own like. I'm just so excited.
I've actually only been thrifting for about 3 years,
Yeah.
and then once I started finding stuff for myself, I was like, oh, okay, this is too good.
Yep,
it's
fun.
too good to be true.
Yep, and if you like fashion, it's end all be all.
So-
Well, wait, I also do swap meets too.
Okay.
So if you follow Swap Shop Charlotte,
I
Swap
actually
Shop
don't.
GLT, follow us, and we'll do one in April for Earth Week. We're actually doing a Fashion Revolution Week. So there'll be a couple things going on, but for sure we've nailed down like a swap meet. And I don't know if you've ever done those before, but you just show up with a bag of clothes and you put your stuff like small, medium, large, and then people just swap. And it's just a way to get rid of clothing and get new clothing into your house, like intentionally and consciously, and it's free. It's called Swap Shop Charlotte. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who do swap meets here. But it's just that idea. It's just encouraging people to like, you know, you don't even need to buy it. Clothing is fun. We don't need to be, being a little bit more disposable with it.
Yeah, and really the reason I started this YouTube channel was because I was doing it for so long and I had so much fun with it. I was like, you know what? I need to get it on camera.
Yeah.
So I kind of just wanted to take initiative and really like just show people that this is real. Like
Dude, I'm
saving so much money.
Pumped that you're doing this, man. I'm so excited there's other people who are doing it. Because there's like Charlotte, we've got a couple of us, but it's just cool. Like, I don't know, I always feel like Charlotte's the last people to get the cool stuff. I've lived here for like 20 years. And I always feel like LA and New York City has like thrifting groups and stuff, but for people to be excited about it here is really dope.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
What's going on, man? Yeah, sure.
All right. So the two different kinds, they're both made with rocoto peppers, a Peruvian pepper, but the one right over here has habanero.
Okay.
So I tell people just, get a little corner and one, figure out what you like. Help yourself.
It's
Just
spicy?
don't hurt yourself. It has some spice to it.
Okay.
But it's, it depends on your level of spicy that you can handle.
Okay.
Again, this is the hotter one, this is the medium, but they both have a kick to it.
You speak Spanish?
Claro.
¿De dónde sos?
De Perú.
Perú?
Todo este es de Perú, por eso
okay.
utilizo rocoto.
Okay.
Yes.
So este está más picante y
No, este es más picante. Este tiene habanero y rocoto y este solamente tiene rocoto.
Okay.
You can go up the ladder. Yeah, go ahead and help yourself, man. Yeah, it's my dad's recipe. That's why I put his picture on there. He's
Oh, contra.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
Ahí está. Yeah.
This is your stuff?
Yes.
Wow, that's good.
Thanks, man.
How much for it?
They're $10 each.
Okay.
Either one.
You want one? To use? Here, you want to
Give it a
try?
try. Give it a try. Give it a try. Yeah. Yeah, dude. We had parties all the time for my dad's birthday, New Year's, and eventually, we have food all the time. He makes his hot sauce, and friends were like, "Can I just get this?"
That's really good.
That is really good.
Thank you very much.
Actually, let me get
Chip
one.
doesn't make it at this. Which one would you like?
You want the hot?
Yeah.
All right, man. Would you like a bag?
Please, por favor.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
You know what? We're on DELGADOSFUEGO.com. We bring the Peruvian sauce over here. And thank you very much, man.
Not a problem.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for being the first one to buy today.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
So this is Kenzie?
Yeah, Kenzie.
So how did you get into thrifting?
I grew up doing it a lot. My mom was very thrifty, and I always grew up going to garage sales and stuff with her. It's like where most of the stuff in my house growing up came from, was like the garage sale or the thrift store. And she had done like a little bit of like reselling herself, like online, and would like buy things at thrift stores or garage sales and then resell it online and make a profit on it. And I've always loved vintage stuff, and always like kind of was pretty familiar with thrifting and going to garage sales and estate sales. And when I started about 2.5 years ago, I just like got to go to more thrift stores and more garage sales.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first pop-up shop?
No, I've been doing them probably like average one a month or so for about the past year and a half.
Are they always in this area, or?
Generally, most of the ones I do are always in Charlotte. This is the first time I've done this particular pop-up, but I've done the vintage Charlotte winter and summer markets. I've done Uptown Flea, which I don't think that they're doing anymore, but and like other few like local pop-ups. Yeah.
Nice. What's one item that you really want to get and you haven't still had your hands on it? Like you haven't found it yet?
Ooh. For me personally, I really want a 80s, 90s Coach bucket purse in like a white cream. She has one over there actually. It's a little more than I'm willing to spend. Not that it's not worth that, it's just that I know that every now and then like I'll come across that. So I'm waiting personally to find that.
What is your favorite item that you've ever found? Like, what is the most that stood out the most to you?
One was a 1970s hostess dress that was like bubblegum pink, and it was like floor length and had this like huge sweeping skirt, and these like puffy sleeves and this belt, and it looked really good on me. I had no place to wear it, so I like kind of needed to sell it.
Gotcha.
But it was pretty magnificent, and I have not found anything like that since.
Do you mind asking how much it was?
Like how much I bought it for, or how much I sold it for?
How much you bought it for?
Oh, I don't remember. Normally when I buy stuff at estate sales, I just like get a whole like lot of stuff and half the time just like make them an offer for all of it. But it was I probably paid $5 or less. I think that's like, I pay like an average, I shouldn't really say this because now people are like, what?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But like,
No.
I average don't normally spend more than $5 an item.
Gotcha. And what are some tips and tricks for new and up-and-coming thrifters? Like, what are some of the things that you like to do whenever you go thrifting?
Just don't be afraid to look at everything. Like, look at everything. But also, after you keep going, learn what sections you like continually don't find things in. If you're like trying to make your trip a little shorter and just skip those sections. But always look at men's jeans and girls' jeans, like kid girls' jeans, because they often put like smaller size women's jeans in with the girl jeans, and also in the little boys' jeans too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you hold this up to the camera.
Cool.
So make sure you guys go follow her.
Hill Valley Vintage Co. You can find me on Etsy and Instagram.
Hey y'all! My name is Amber from Cream Soaps, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I specialize in handcrafted skincare that is all natural from beginning to end, using only essential oils, enriching it with organic shea butter. So if you have eczema like myself or dry skin, this is the line for you.
How are you guys?
Good.
How are you guys?
Good.
This will look really nice for your house. Really? I don't want one. You want this real quick? I like that. Yeah. I want a better color though. These are really nice. Oh, shit. Cool. And what was your name, ma'am?
I'm Amber.
Amber, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys. Have fun.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, this is actually my first market, so I'm just kind of testing it out and seeing how it goes. But I named it Re-Now, just kind of like renew and like the now, so it's like a play on words. But yep, just some vintage and secondhand clothing and home goods. So I'm focusing on denim because I kind of have a crush on all these denim. So yep.
You have an Instagram?
I don't. This is like the very first thing I've ever done with this. So.
Facebook?
Nope. No social media.
No social media?
Just in-person shopping.
Okay. That's real. That's real. It doesn't get better than that though.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What do you have here?
So I actually make all these bracelets myself. So a lot of them you can put your essential oils on. So you can put a little drop of essential oil on there, and then you can wear your oils all day long. So say you have anxiety, say you have, or you're just tired and you need a little boost, you can put some peppermint on there, just kind of roll it on your wrist and wake you up. Or you can do lavender, and it helps you to be calm.
So if you had like CBD essential oil, you could technically put
Absolutely, which is I'm a big fan of CBD. Yeah, absolutely. So any of them that have the little porous beads like that, so the little holes on them, most of these have some sort of porous bead on them. This is white lava, which is kind of interesting, and I have some with brown lava as well. And these are all handmade by myself, and I do custom as well.
Nice.
Yes.
How long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing this. This is my third year of doing this, so I'm really enjoying it. I live up in Cornelius, so yes, yeah, yeah.
So, let's see. So is this one that could be used?
Let's see, this one's actually obsidian. This is a different one. This is kind of the trendy thing now, that obsidian deflects negative energy. So I usually wear my obsidian just to kind of keep myself positive. This one is not, but I can add lava to any of these. I have it actually, I'm working on one right now behind that I can add lava. So if you wanted lava on there, I can add it. I can also resize anything I have. But you just roll it on. It's a stretchy bracelet. Just gonna take it, roll it on. If you wanted lava on it, I can absolutely add it.
That is pretty cool. How much are these?
So the bracelets are 12. If they have a little charm or anything dangling, then they're 14.
Okay. So this one would be 12?
That'd be 12.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
And this one's the one for the essential oils, correct?
Yes, yes. And like I said, any of them can be made. I think this one does. Yeah, this one has lava right there in the middle.
So
and this does have obsidian as well. So you have the negativity blocker and the lava.
And that would be 12 as well?
Yes, that's 12 as well.
Oh.
Yep.
You mind if I see this one?
Absolutely. So you can just feel free. Like you're not harming anything. Take them all off. That one was that. I like that one a lot.
Is this you, ma'am?
Yes, I have my email and my Facebook and Instagram as well on there.
Okay. I'll take one of these.
Okay, absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Not a
Nice to
problem.
meet y'all.
Nice
Have
to
a
meet
great
you.
day.
So I am here with
Danielle.
How long have you been thrifting for?
I've been thrifting for probably over 10 years. Probably since like middle school or so.
What got you into thrifting?
My aunt got me into thrifting. I actually hated thrift stores, the idea, the smell, just going through dirty clothes. But after a while, she just kept getting me to go with her. And I started finding, I like older kind of things. So I just kind of got into that and like looking up the brands and kind of figuring out what era they're from or the date of it and just kind of going from there. And that's how I got into it.
Nice. What is the craziest thing that you've ever found in a thrift store?
The craziest thing?
Whether it's personal or profit.
It wasn't something I bought, but they sell like diapers and Pampers and things. Okay. Well, adult diapers at their stores, but I've never bought them. But that's probably the craziest thing I've seen.
And what is one item that you're on the lookout for, but you still have not found? That's tough, huh?
That is kind of tough. I don't know. I couldn't answer that. I found some pretty neat things along my way. Like I found like a vintage Delta dress, Delta Airlines dress. So I think I found some pretty neat things. I found a lot of handmade vintage items. So I haven't thought about that one yet.
Okay. Yes. And last question, what are some tips and tricks for new and up and coming thrifters? Like what do you typically do? What's something that you can give as far as advice to new people?
For me, when I look for things, I look at the quality of things to kind of see if it's built to last kind of thing. I also look at the tags. If it has the tag still, you can always Google is my best friend, so I always Google what the tag is. That way I can see when it came from, if it's worth anything. And then also you just gotta kind of know what's out there as well. So what everybody else is buying to know if, you know, that particular person is gonna want to buy what you have.
Where's your Instagram?
It's 1202 Vintage Boutique. Yes.
Make sure you guys follow her.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, ma'am. So this is your shop.
This is my mom's business. She thrifts. She loves to thrift. She thrifted, you rock it. So that's her slogan.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long has she been thrifting for?
She's been thrifting since I was in high school. That's been like 8 years ago.
Okay.
So,
and
yeah.
do you thrift with her?
No,
So
I
you
don't.
just-
She just goes do her thing, and then I'll like, oh yeah, mom, that's cute. She'll sell it. So.
Okay, nice. And is this your first pop-up?
Absolutely not. This is our first of the year, but Hope She Thrifts has been established for a year. So yeah.
So how often do these events actually happen?
I would say maybe once a month, every 2 months.
Okay. What is something that she is on the lookout for, but she has not found yet?
Wow. You know what? I would have to ask her that because I'm not sure. She's found, authentic name brand bags. I mean, she's found so many things. I don't know. Mom, come here.
So we were just looking at your shop.
Oh, you like it?
Yes, of course. So this is Tisha.
Hey.
I do want to ask, what is one thing that you are on the lookout for, but you have not encountered yet that you want to find to sell?
That's a good question. I would love to find more Louis Vuitton bags. I found one authentic bag, y'all, and it's everything, but it's mine. I kept it. But if I find more, that's one thing I would love to find more of to sell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
Thank you.
Well, guys, I really appreciate the interview.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Thank
How long have you been thrifting for?
Probably since like middle school.
Okay.
So what year did I graduate? So probably 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's something that you have not encountered yet, but you really want to find.
Oh man, I feel like it changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I would really love like a funky vintage hat that has like hands. Like they have one and it's like a hand like this, or just like really different stuff like that. That stuff's hard to find, but I would love to find something like that, and I would keep that for myself for sure.
So another question that we want to ask is: do you thrift for a profit, or do you thrift for yourself typically?
I thrift for myself, but I also sometimes I find things that aren't in my size, or I'm like, I don't need this, but I can't leave it behind.
Exactly.
So then I'll pick it up, and I try to price my stuff reasonably. I mean, there's a couple pieces that are a little bit more expensive, but I try to make it pretty fair. So.
How did you get into thrifting?
Why? Okay, one, money. Family did it. I wasn't shopping at the mall or anything. That just was not happening. So kind of like the lack of funds, but also I just loved dressing different. And when I was in middle school and high school, people were like, what is she wearing? But now it's cool.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
everyone does it.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's kind of how.
What are some tips and tricks that you have whenever you do go thrifting? Like, what do you specifically look for?
Look through everything. Look through every single section. Don't skip out on anything. I think that would be my biggest tip, really, because I mean, I've like not looked through a section, then I find like an amazing piece. And I don't know why it's there, but it is. You know.
True.
Sometimes you'll find like an amazing men's shirt in the women's section or vice versa. So you never know.
Make sure you guys go ahead and follow her on Instagram. Alright, recap guys. There was a lot of great information that was given out today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you again to all the people that I ended up interviewing today. You guys ended up making this experience as painless as possible for me. So I want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. You guys were so genuine and encouraging. So I really appreciate you guys, because when I went in that event at the very beginning, I was super nervous to take out my camera and start filming. But you guys made that experience as painless as possible. So I really appreciate that again, guys. Also, make sure you check out all the vendors' information. It's going to be in the description down below. Last but not least, guys, I really appreciate you tuning into my video. There's going to be more content coming up like this, so I hope you guys hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Make sure you turn on those notifications, and we'll see you guys next time. That's a wrap.